All right, so I'm 50 years old. I have a pension, a small 401k. Can I afford to retire? Not a question you find every day with somebody that young. Of course, that's part of what the FIRE movement's all about, right? Financial independence, retire early. But this is not the case with this person. They have 30 years in next year, same as me. They are planning to retire. This is kind of a great situation if you're this young. And they want to know, can I afford to retire? They asked me privately about it. And I said, well, of course you can. You're going to get a pension, right? And what's ideal about it is she's going to get 15 years of that pension, which is similar to the one that I have. She's going to get it for 15 years before it decreases and goes to her lifetime pension value number. The downside that she hasn't thought about and wasn't aware of is that it can affect your Social Security. And here's why. Social Security is based on 35 years of incomes. What's going to happen is she has 30 years. She's only been working a total of 31 years, she said, full time. Only 30 of it making decent money at the place that we work. The situation she's going to run into is that she's going to be short of her 35 years. Now, why does that matter? Well, because every year you don't earn an income, that to get to that 35 becomes a zero. And the longer you have zero income, the more of your income numbers that fall off, right? So ideally, every good year you work that gets you past 35 drops off your low year from the first year. Does that make sense? Where, okay, at 55, I've worked 35 years. My lowest year I made income was 20, 35 years ago when I was 20. Next year, I'll be 56, for instance. So now I've got 35 years still, but my average changed, right? And the idea with Social Security is you want to get to the highest average you can, because they bank it and they find a number based on 35 years of work. So every year you don't work counts as a zero. Now, she will be collecting income because she'll be collecting pension, but that's a low income versus if she continued to work. So this is one of those small things that a lot of people don't realize, that it can make a big impact. She will have 15 years before she possibly takes any Social Security, where she only takes a pension income, and her numbers then are going to deflate. Her average is going to drop a lot. Now, does it really matter to her? Maybe not, because she has 401k, she has a pension that's going to secure her situation, etc. But it's something you need to know, that if you're younger and you don't have a lot of years of full-time income, you've got to get to 35 or else they become zeros. And if you start early, regardless of when you claim Social Security, if you stop taking a real income anytime before that, those income numbers are going to get lower and lower. Your average is going to come down. That 35 years could get lower. And so you want the highest you can get. A lot of people think that they take the last 12 years or they take the highest 12 years. That's not the way I understand it from what I've looked at the information on SSA site. It is based on 35 years, and every year you don't work becomes a zero. So consider that if you're looking to get out early. If you're not worried about your Social Security number because you have other resources, then it doesn't make any difference really. But just you need to understand that that's how they figure up the numbers, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching. Been a little erratic, busy schedule the last couple of weeks. So hope to get back on regular filming schedule for you soon. Anyway, have a good 4th if we don't talk before that. Thanks.